Okay. I really need to get my hands on a fucking background for this. Alright, Restream is showing that, well, on YouTube it's still sending the data, but on Twitch it is currently sending the data. So I'm gonna check something. Gonna need to. Oh, I just need to click. Okay, that was useful. Raccoon dog? What the fuck? Okay, so fucking YouTube's being unhinged. Okay, raccoon dog? What the fuck? Yep. Alright, it's actually going through. Alright, so YouTube's doing fine. Let's take a look at Twitch. Oh fuck. Okay. Gonna have to log back into Twitch, aren't I? Bloody hell. Log in. What? Fucking War Thunder, well. I don't know why they are always unmuted. Like, it is law on my fucking thing that they need. Okay. Da, da, ba, 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 ba. Oh, what? Ba, 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 ba. Should be the right one. Right, I'm in. Hmm. Cinder's live. Okay. Interesting. Also, oh my god. Okay, this shit this shit's too funny. Hold on. Let me just turn on window capture. Nope, wrong thing. Display screen. Look at this. Fucking Duolingo is marketing on Twitch to me through my notifications. This is sorcery. That's hellish. All right. Um. Yep. Okay. So yeah, that okay. Everything's on. Everything's working out. Right. Uh. Don't need those on now. All right. So back to the start screen. Oh, I'm already logged in onto the world. That's funny. What the? I don't know what that sound was. But okay. So let's open game screen. All right. So welcome to the Fiendish Hell World game. Well, just Fiendish Hell World, in which I have been working on for the last, like, week or so. I think somewhere around a week. It's probably been the it's probably the closest I'm gonna get. I just need to uh okay, just gotta fucking let people know that the stream's on. So yeah, it's unfinished. Very much unfinished. I've got two fucking quarters of the whole thing that I still need to do. And I also need to get that done. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, technically 7. I've technically got 7 buildings which have been either partly mapped out or in the process of being built that need to get sorted. And then we've got this entire chunk which just I need to figure out what the fuck I'm going to do with that. Now, time for the tour. Or for a quick tour. I should probably put the guns away. Uh, so first of all, this central area is it's going to be a courtyard. It's basically, you know, like on like in a campus on like universities and stuff like that. This is basically what the that's what this is going to be. There's going to be trees, going to be pathways, going to be all sorts. Now, just by kind of looking at everything, you can kind of tell what it is. Outside of that, but yeah. And we're going to move to the first building that I completed, which is the warehouse. And it's a very simple structure. Just holds those. But it's currently the only building that has... Oh yeah, we have motion activated lights. So this is a storage room, or a storage area, specifically a warehouse. It's got this big blast door on it, right? We have create. Well, you could probably fucking tell. Are you kidding me? Okay. Why are there so many goddamn holes in the... Jesus. Someone's been punching holes in my goddamn builds. At this point, I should just get a fucking maintenance ladder. So yeah, this is the giant fucking storage facility, which holds all the shipping crates. Well, which holds shipping crates that are in need of emptying specifically. So, um, we'll head back outside for a bit, for a moment. Need to put on the running shoes again. So here is where we have all of the recently unloaded crates. So basically, the way that it works, we've got a dock here in the works, right? Uh, we we're gonna need to remove that shipwreck. Um, that's not ours. That was naturally generated. Although, feel free to make fun. So, this is pretty much the dock area. Is that a fucking phantom? Also, don't mind the lights. I don't know why they're there. I think, I think it was either naturally generated or someone just ran around and placed a bunch of fucking light blocks everywhere, and now they're a pain to get rid of. Look at how many there are. Some of these aren't even, like, visible on fucking ocean. Like, quite literally, some of them are so high up that you can't see them. The entire ocean near this fucking island is just covered with these, like, zones of light. They're not even coming from underwater. They're too high up. Also, I really like how this actually just allows me to see shit underwater from, like, just patterns. Like, here, you got ocean monuments. You got an ocean monument there, shipwreck there, monument there, monument, uh, geode, like, that kind of thing. It's funny. So yeah, basically the dock area would have a ship, pull in, and unload their cargo up here through, like, cranes, which I plan to add at some point. And then, like, vehicles of some form would pick these up singularly and move them over to here, where someone would open the gate, doors would open, they'd move in, and then they would, like, plop them down somewhere. That's basically how this thing would work, and then eventually they'd get emptied out, and then another ship would come, pick them all up, will pick up all the empty ones, and then it would ferry off the empty ones. And then over here is like a tiny little staff area. You got basically the kind of officer, or the equivalent of an officer, would, like, sit back here. Well, actually, sort of the camera guard would sit here, and then these two are kind of just like sort of buddies for him to talk to. Most of the employees would probably be walking around here, and then you've got an employee entrance up here as well for, you know, people. And yeah, there's security cameras and stuff. Currently, this building is the only one with a functioning security system. But the next building we're going to set up a security system for will be the traffic control center, which is this building. Well, this complex, because it's two different buildings connected by bridges. And then there's going to be this airport zone over here, which is going to have a Star Destroyer style kind of jet rack for VTOLs. I think we're going to do VTOLs, but I'm not sure. If we can get VTOLs to work, then we'll use those. Also, to anyone who for some reason doesn't know what a VTOL is, it stands for vertical takeoff and landing. So, V for vertical, the T and the O for takeoff, and then landing is L. Otherwise, it would be VTOL. But it's VTOL, so yeah. That is currently just like a basic outline of what a jet might be. But nothing's set in stone for now, because we don't have anyone who knows how to build these bloody things. So, once we get someone who can build them, we will be cash money. And we'll have an air force. We'll have 4 smaller helicopters, two larger ones, which will probably be troop transports. Well, these are a mix of, well, they'll probably all be ground support, and then the fighters will be dedicated anti-air. And then we'll probably have, like, probably sea rams scattered around the place. So, like, we'll have, like, little platforms that stick out with a fucking sea ram turret. We're planning to have up to 6 fighters on this rack, and it's currently an experimental one. So there's a possibility that the rack kind of outline will get moved to the sides, and then there'll be like a staggered thing, and then we'll probably only be able to fit 3 or 4 fighters. But I mean, any amount of fighters was better than no fighters. I mean, they're multi-million-dollar pieces of equipment, so you're absolutely going to want them. And then here is going to be like a higher skill maintenance area. It's probably going to be one that you can like land in. So like there'll be a sort of helipad zone for like if we do get VTOLs, then they can get fixed up there. If not, they'll have to land in here and get worked on there. Or there'll be like a lower area, like the lowest most area would be for maintenance, and then the higher levels will be for kind of storage. It's probably what we're gonna do. And then this is like for you land in it, and then they work on it. Well, if you can land in it, then that's what would happen. Then this is it's work in progress, but it's going to be like a smaller scale version of that, where they would take parts off of a vehicle and work on them in like a kind of precision manner. So we got a couple engines and stuff like that so far, but we're going to add more once we figure out what's actually going to be in the fucking helicopters and jets and stuff. Here is going to be where the automatic food production is. So as of right now, there's not really much going on, but we're going to have automated food production. So these ones are primarily for the soldiers to look after, as well as the planned concept for having like tiny little stores running along the we're running behind the armory and in front of the barracks. And that would basically allow troops to, you know, get some food and that kind of thing. Basically how they would get their rations. And then these would basically be the smaller scale gardens where you can kind of hone in on looking after the crops and stuff like that. I don't know what this is going to be, but someone will figure it out. Yeah, and we got these nice little... I really like the design. It took a while to kind of sort it. Because initially we were going to have like a pure slab roof, but then I realized, you know, natural light and artificial light would probably go pretty well together to keep them constantly lit up. So, gave them a skylight. Then you've also got glass along here, so you can just peer in and see how they're doing. And currently the wheat one is the biggest, and then you've got potatoes, carrots, and beetroot. And then these big areas are going to be for like large scale food production. One of them will be a storage area, probably this one, and then the rest will be farms. There'll probably be fucking high rises as well, just to fit all the stuff inside. And like have tubes running along to transport everything into the storage containers in here. Or something like that. Or maybe this thing would kind of be like a rationing board. Almost like what they had in World War II in America. Or in Europe. Well, primarily the UK, but also in other nations in Europe, where they would ration everything out. I can kind of imagine this being both a storage area, a rationing board, and probably its own kind of farm, maybe? Not too sure. Still trying to figure it out. We made this place fucking massive in terms of how big it is, so we probably won't need this much room. What we could probably do is uh, combine this little outstretched bit with that and make it into a bit of a larger spot, which I think would be nice because then we've just got 5 square buildings and we can go from there, figure things out. Probably have the smallest one be the ration board and then have the larger ones be the actual farms. I have no idea what we're going to do with this. This spot perplexes me to this day. At the start I didn't know what to do with it, and currently I don't know what to do with it. It is a... It's my... Oh, a second. Oh, someone's watching on Twitch. That's nice. Just hold on to Twitch to see if they've sent any messages. Doesn't look like it. Alright. Yeah. Just needed to, check. Oh. So yeah, pretty much that is what. So yeah, this is I don't know what to do with that. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with this spot. I might make it an extension of the dock, but that just feels unoriginal because at least half of it is just gonna be fucking crate storage, and that's stupid. I could turn it into more like army stuff, like probably throw in an extra barracks or something, but also seems unoriginal. Yeah, I'll have to figure that out. So yeah, these, by the way, are meant to store mechs. Now, this is my personal favorite, at least in terms of just, you know, what fits really, because they're primarily just a bunch of different colors, but just look at this. Fucking look at this thing. Even has anime noises, or like actual like. Ah, I hate accidentally clicking shift and escaping my goddamn mech. Because it's right above the dash button. So yeah, space is both to jump and to kind of fly. Because you can hold it down and then it drains that bar, which is like your movement bar. God, I'm moving so quick. Yeah. Currently, this thing spawns in naturally with, the Rock Annihilator cannon, the useless machine gun, and missiles, a few different types. Which both travel in completely different directions. That one launches... Well, they both launch 4 missiles, I believe. That one looks like it launches 5. And then that one... Yeah, that one launches 4. Yeah, that launches 5. The other one launches 4. The right click is just... It barely does damage. The only thing it can actually damage... Because... Like, he's so much easier to hit these kinds of targets. Are other mechs. So let me spawn this green one in real quick. Oh my god, why is my screen shaking so much? So, it's difficult to look at the health bar. I mean, yeah, it can really only be used for, you know, combating other mechs. Also, for some reason, these core stones, they only spawn 1. And then you have to get a new one. Which is kind of frustrating, because if you want to spawn a bunch, then you have to get several different ones. Like, yeah. So, the 3 different versions, outside of the purely grey one, is the green version of the grey one, which I believe has the same armament. Where the fuck did those missiles go? Yeah. Basically, the exact same armament. And then, you've got the purple one, which has a kick-ass sword, fucking plasma cannon, and then rail guns. Oh, energy rail guns. We just look at that. Fucking awesome. Look at that! This thing a fucking combo breaker! Just look at that! If I could figure out how to like properly do crafting with these things, I'd want to get a grey one with this loadout as I want to have probably a sniper one which has the laser gun, the probably the explosive, yeah, the laser gun, the laser beam cannon thing, the explosive railguns, and probably the the one that launches like the smaller bomb thing, which is kind of similar to that but not as powerful. So it's definitely like a range fighter, and then a melee one or close range one, which is machine gun. Oh no, replace the... Oh fuck, it's so difficult to explain what I'm trying to say. Um, okay, let me go to weapons. So the arm thing, I think, yeah. So beam rifle. Yeah, I think this beam rifle is the one that guy's carrying. Looks like it. Yeah, it is. So, beam rifle, and then this one's got the sword, and... What's this thing? I don't know how to craft with these. Oh, that's a grenade launcher. Those are missile. Okay, so vertical missiles, normal missiles, curved multi-way missiles, big missile, magazine. Okay, so that's the machine gun. So machine gun and sword combined with. Oh yeah, they could also have something like the um, pile bunker, hammer, or drill. And then I swear, uh, where's the fucking you know, double goddamn double lasers? There's gotta be the damn double lasers thing somewhere. I would need to watch a video on this mod to try and figure out how to do like actually making custom machines with it. I know that there's gotta be one with Gatling gun. The Gatling gun might be good for like a close range build, along with the sword, and then you can combine it with like the railguns or something. Like that could be a good build for like a melee oriented. Like, or you could swap out the blade for something like the power bunker, the hammer, or the drill, or something like that. But the thing is, you know what? I am actually gonna go on a bit of a journey here. Jesus Christ, why are there so many welcome to the chat rooms? I'm actually gonna search up the I'm gonna watch a video live of oh uh just got given that Space King March video. Okay, so okay what was it? Uh Pomco's? Pomco's? Is that Pomcots? Okay. Okay, I'm actually gonna change the uh oh, I might need to make a custom window capture. Okay. It's kind of in front of everything. Right. I think it's weird because it looks oversized, but I don't think it is oversized. Let me take a look at the stream again to see. how it looks. Okay, yeah, that's perfect. Right. We are going to legitimately have to watch a fucking mech video just to like understand. Now, if this buggers up the sound, I'm gonna need to figure something out. I'm gonna start from the beginning. Oh, okay. Uh,
In today's video, we are checking out a mod that adds in giant mechs, fully kitted with custom weapons and ready to be piloted. And with this mod still being in early alpha, it's one of the most impressive mods I've ever seen. So let's just jump straight into it. Alrighty, so today we've actually got a mod that is absolutely ridiculous. And when I say ridiculous, I literally mean this is like the next level of Minecraft mods. So let me show you what I'm talking about here. So with the base mod here, we actually get quite a few different mechs, but what we're here for today is the actual extension right here. And since you guys really enjoyed the Transformers video I did a couple weeks back, I think you're gonna love this. So starting off with, we're going to start with a couple of the blue ones right here. We've also got the red ones and also the grey ones here, but we're going to go in order. So let's start out with Corestone PMG E01. And yeah, they all have their own sort of like model number right here as well, which is really cool. All right, here we go. Check this out.
oh, I think this one just showcases them, which is not what I'm looking for. Oh shit, they released a part 3 to Project Morningstar? That's awesome. Okay, crafting. Okay. Hmm.
In today's video, we're going to be checking out Pomtot's mech mod, and this is currently in alpha. It has massive mechs, insane enemies that you can fight against, and even some utility mechs that can help you farm. Let's jump into it. First up, we're going to be checking out the hero mechs. Now, these are the blue ones, and there's 6 of them in total if you add the expansion pack into the mod. Without it, I believe it's just these 3. So these are 3 from the expansion pack, and these are 3 from the base pack. So we're going to go and try them out.
Wait, is there... Do any of these buggers show how to craft? Because that's what I want to figure out. How do you craft? Can you make custom mech loadouts? Because it looks like you can. It's fucking nothing. Okay. Right, we're going on a fucking trip. Okay, that's a different mod. No, the Pocot's mech. Okay. Okay. To find the specific recipes for the extension mechs, like mining or jumping. Open a crafting table, tap the all button, and scroll down to the available. Give me a fucking moment. Okay. Right. So, craft. Load. Okay. Crafting table. This isn't useful. That said, to open a crafting table, you'll need to craft the standard mech first. I don't think this is talking about the mod that I'm thinking of. Wait. It's like a cinematic. Where the fuck are the goddamn crafting recipes? So Max, change to crate mode. Hold core stone mayhem. Left click to heal. Okay. Hmm. Doesn't show you how to wait. Combat mode and auto mode. Okay, that just tells you how to use the bloody thing. Uh. Hmm. This is frustrating because I want to know how to craft. Okay. Maybe the main mech thing can help. Hmm. So key configuration. Okay. Alright. There is still no thing to. Clearly, based on the weapons, it shows that you can craft the mechs, right? I, I'm not crazy. It shows you can craft that. Maybe not exactly that, but you can craft the mechs. So why is it that there is no list of crafting recipes? Also, that was an incredibly expensive fucking thing. Nether star, gold, diamonds, emerald, redstone. Jesus. Okay. What if I just grab like a melee weapon. But it won't fucking give me anything. Like, it's not giving me the thing. Okay, there's a blueprint. Is it clearly showing me that there's shit to do? But it ain't giving me that shit to do. Ugh! Oh, wait, headphones fine. That's how fucking funny it would be, to like be in that air traffic control center, and then just suddenly have projectiles flying over his fucking neck start fighting in the courtyard. Like, just imagine how like insane that would be. Anyways, let me just. Yeah, don't question how powerful this thing is. Do not question how powerful the 50 cal is. Because it's not usually that powerful. And no, you don't even need enchantments for that, motherfucker. Jesus Christ! Who keeps jumping in and out of the goddamn chat room? Because there's like 10 billion chat room messages. Mother of God. Oh, fuck. Ugh. My entire brain is fucking cooking off like a... God. Alright. So, 3 barracks rooms. I was going to put a gun here, but it wouldn't let me, so I had to use a sword. Go inside. There's 4 sets of 6 bunk beds. 4 sets of 6. That equals 12, 24, 36, 48 beds per thing. So I was initially thinking that it would be like 12 dudes in a squad, but that wouldn't make sense. So now I'm thinking, because in my armor thing, because I've recreated the standard squad layout for each of the things in armor outside of the point men, which would be the guys with shotguns. I need to do that actually. I need to modify those squads and give them point men. They're currently sitting at 8 dudes. A squad leader, team leader, ammo bearer, auto rifle, marksman, medic, rifleman, and then Yeah, so there's... Okay, I'm trying to remember this. Squad leader, team leader, rifleman, combat medic, marksman, autoloader, or ammo bearer, auto rifleman. Oh yeah, AT specialist. So yeah, I had to use the RPG 7 or like a modified version of it that's in the game, which is like got Picatinny rails and stuff. Because in this they have the basic one, where you can't put any attachments on it. But in there they have the versions that do. So I went for those versions because then you can add scopes and stuff. Which these guys, they would absolutely put scopes on a fucking RPG. Oh, yeah. So yeah, don't question. So yeah, 48 times 3, 120, 128, 136, 144? No, 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 no. Wait, no, yeah, 144 beds should be, if my math's right. Because there's 3 of these, there's 48 beds in each. Right, then we got the training area, still needs a lot of work. We've got training dummies for people to shoot at and test their guns. So for instance, I've got a modified um, first anniversary Tanz Classics 50 caliber. I think it's a 1911 based pistol. Does 31.2 damage on a headshot, and does 20.8 damage on a chest shot. And then in armor, 17.1 damage on a headshot, and 9.9 damage on a chest shot. And then we've also got the Golden Desert Eagle, which is modified. Bullet point ammunition on both the pistols with a laser sight, and then this one has the thing. So, this one stats does 6.7 damage on chest shot and 11.7, 13.7, 13 plus 3, 14.5 damage on a headshot. Also, we have armor and grenades. So, if we just bizarrely skip by the main attraction, we have 5 different types of grenades. So we've got normal grenades, impact grenades, smoke grenades, flash grenades, and Molotovs. So Molotov, you chuck it, lights everything on fire. Pretty simple. Flash grenades. This is gonna hurt. Oh my god. Yeah, blinds you. Smoke grenade, I'm gonna throw it over there. Smoke. You know, what the hell else do you think it was gonna do? Also, I'm gonna throw the rest of these bombs away. Because we don't really need to show them anymore, they've already done their job. I don't know why, that sound is satisfying. And then you've got the piss angry one. Just fucking look Look at the screen shake that this thing does at close range. Yeah, that is just a thunder punch. And then you got your classic grenades, which they actually hurt when they fly, which is pretty cool. Like, you can just chuck it at someone, does damage, and explodes. Also, when you pull the pin, you can see that red bar. You can cook this grenade. You can literally cook the M67s. It's cool, isn't it? Yeah, then you got, you know, melee weapons. We got a second form to flashbang people, which is the flash shield, which you can also use to bash people with. Does 5 damage to an unarmored person. To a person in armor, 1.4 damage. Or 2.3 if you crit them. Then, you got the basic knife that every faction's gonna have. The dagger. And I think the dagger's awesome. It's, you know, the British option. Does 3.7 damage. Crit. 6.38. This guy. Regular hits do 11. Crits do 16.5. Then you got the scout's favorite weapon from TF2. I wonder, does this guy hit the enemy when he swings it? No, that's sad. That would be funny if it did, because it would be like in TF2 when they did that. This thing is powerful. It is a 2-hit to unarmed opponents. And if you power it up, 1 shot. Look how much damage that does! 36 on a powered up crit. On this guy, powered up one does 10.9. Normal hit does 6.1. Normal hit crit, well, normal hit crit is 10.88. Powered up crit, 20.16. So, if you want to one-tap someone with this, you better have good timing and good, you know, better be able to hit the target when, you know, guys fucking moving around. And then you got any CSGO player's favorite, the karambit. Very quick. Does a little bit less damage than the dagger, but the dagger's like power attack doesn't do as much damage as this one's power attack, which kind of doesn't make sense because they're similar moves. Like with this one you're slashing, but with this one you're stabbing. So it kind of feels weird. Yeah, 10.5 and 18 for normal and charge. 3.5 normal, 7.2 charged. 5.99 normal crit. 12.96 when charged on a crit. Yeah. Now well, we've got the farms, but I've already spoken about those. Time to check the guns. I always noticed that kind of the main reason why. This is the armory, and here are the factions. They've even got a little basic thing underneath. So, Black Page Operatives, which is a core of the military, 2 PMCs, an international effort, 2 nation states, a separatist group, section of a corporation, corporate security forces, and criminals. Why does that go silent over here? That really doesn't make sense. Also, I'm gonna turn off those. Yeah, this is the training area. This is where you can hit targets for fun. Very loud. See, I just need to stop these temporarily because they're making so much goddamn noise. So yeah, we got the many guns. And these guys, you don't need to worry about them. These dudes, these are my faction. Well, this is my faction. These are my guns. The IIMD is, you know, PMC. If you don't know what that means, it says it right there. Private military company. Basically the army, but if they paid better. And, well, they're corporate. So, we get the cool toys. Like, Baron M107. Made by Raytheon, apparently. I don't know why they make the power, but I guess they do now. The M249 machine gun with 200 rounds. Because you know, heavy ammo extended magazine. Because fuck you and democracy prevails. God, that feels so nice to fire. I really wish I had a belt fed. One of my favorite guns in existence. Scar 17. Stack so much goddamn damage with these things. It's just fun. I really like this gun. I'm sad it's been discontinued. Damn you, FN. Give me my goddamn skull. Literally every faction has this gun. The AA-12. Very fun gun. Normally it would have 8 rounds, but this one has 16. Extended magazine. Then, for some reason, empty. UMP 48. Well, 45. Because, well, but it's fun to. It's addicting just hearing that cling or that like very angry noise. And then the humble funky little thing again. Yeah. Notice that all of the well, we have as many lasers as possible on our guns. That's the distinct. That's the gun. The point is, you're not meant to change it, but like if you go on a special like Spec Ops mission, then you technically can. It's not against the Geneva Convention or anything, but also, yeah, everyone has a dagger, their own set of armor, such as for these guys the standard Beta 7, along with a chestplate and riot leggings and boots, as well as the M202 flash rocket launcher. These guys have the same armor, but instead it's the ash color variant. They have the M320 grenade launcher instead of the goated M202 flash. But that's still a very fun thing to use, and they're more of a kind of lightweight force. They are probably not going to do a lot of, you know, what the? Why do I just delete Shadow? What? These NVG helmets actually work. I thought they were just for... Oh my god, I've learned something. I've actually learned something. These NVG helmets genuinely work. Oh, a second, I need to go on a fucking crusade in the underground. Oh my god, you can see everything perfectly. It's as if this isn't an enclosed room. Especially this spot. Like, what the fuck? Why is this spot so bright? Like, why does this spot genuinely look like it's meant to be dark, and then this spot legitimately just looks like it's day? This is like fucking Truman Show levels of weird colors. I'm so fucking confused. That is cool. Now I just wish you had like a green tint or something. Or like a... Like you could dye it. That'd be cool. Being able to dye the color of your and night vision, NVGs, that kind of thing. That'd be fucking awesome. So yeah, now to talk about these guys, who have taught me how the goddamn helmets are goated, and I no longer need actual NVG or the NVGs from artifacts. Their sniper is the M700, which is a respectable gun. It's not as powerful, not the best, but I mean, just look at that. Look at that accuracy. 99.9, 4 pierce, 0.05 hip fire, 11 rounds, 880 meters per second. That weighs 8.8 kilos. Then I got this weird child. I always thought this gun was cool, but like, you know, I thought it looked cool because it looks like you turned a rifle into a LMG, but now it's just kind of sad. Like, just it's slow. It doesn't hold a lot of ammo. Oh my god. Oh, yeah. Sad, it's slow. Feels like something the French would make. They run out of ammunition so quickly. But I mean, if you really want to be like the quick moving guys, you might actually like this one. Because it only has a slightly worse movement speed decrease than the mutant, which is their main rifle, and honestly one of my favorite guns in the world. And just look at this fucking thing. If I took off the stock, the forward grip, the muzzle, and the scope, just look at it. It looks like an amalgamation that someone used so much will to put together, and it just fucking works. Like if someone made an AK for the US government. And like, oh, it's just beautiful. This fucking gun. It's just... oh. I would never want this gun to get fucked over. It's amazing. It's chambered in 5.56, which is a speedy little fucking round. It works like an AK. And it feels like you can have an orgasm anytime you fire it. And then, well, self-explanatory. Angry spread out machine gun. Same SMG as the last guy. Instead, these guys have a purple laser, which is pretty cool. And then, well, classic port. But these guys, they get a suppressor on theirs. Because, you know, stealthy. Also, you could just say orc logic. Purple equals stealthy. Put a purple laser on it, put a suppressor on. You know, that's... I mean... The fuck? What the hell is Rubik's doing? Oh, streaming Far Far West. I've never heard of that game in my life. I mean, just going off the title, it's probably some mayhem. And oh my god, look at the time. How long have I been streaming for already? I cannot tell. Apparently here it states 1 hour 16 seconds. Or 1 hour 16 minutes. So yeah, that is the Altus Ivor Corporation. These boys, which are the evil little gremlins that I think are actually pretty cool. I kind of want to change the IIMD's name now, but yeah, but nah. Right. Then we got these guys. These guys are weird. They're the international effort known as the Hazardous Cleanup Operations. Basically, anyone can send in their guys and have them work for, you know, I don't know, Space King or something. And have their boys work together with other guys to clean up hazards. So, for instance, yeah. Well, actually, there's no for instance. These guys just exist. First of all, the Orc. Well, the ANW or something? AWM. Then they got the Then they got the Scar's younger brother, or well, smaller brother. The Scar L. Oh, what did that say? Don't touch any high-speed moving parts. Ouch. And they have the Org, which is basically just if they want to bring a few more bullets. Of whether or not they want to carry the Scar or the Org. Then you got the AA-12, the shotgun that will never escape, and the Chris Vector. Which I think is really cool, especially when you got this silencer, this stock, you got the drum mag, you got the NSIC, TD grip, and compact laser. In fact, the TD grip is in like perfect alignment with the slanted like stock or the slanted ammo. Blah, 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 blah. Slanted magazine space, whatever the fuck it's called. And they have the classic green lasers, which are at the standard for the base 33. And then 12, they get Glocks. But pretty much every faction outside of the super special boys that, you know, work for the government and get the fucking 50 cal version of the, well, they get the version of the 1911 that everyone thinks the 1911 is, otherwise known as this beauty. God, I want one of these in the real world. I mean, this thing is literally just the epitome of what the of what everyone thinks the 1911 is. This is, if there was a gun that won the 2 world wars, it's this thing. And honestly, I really wish they got a licensed FFL and made it. Then we got the Giola Triumvirate, which in short is just Europe. This is Europe. Well, their faction is based off Europe, but their weapons are predominantly kind of Eastern to Central European, which you might think is weird, but then again, the fucking chemical agents guys have the orb, so it's not a weird pistol. So it's a little bit more green and yellow, but yeah, that's just because they're a little bit more yellow. Then they have the peanut. Also, for some reason, I noticed this recently. In fact, I think I noticed this either today or the day or yesterday. Look at the Glock. Whenever it shoots, it leaves behind sort of like a reddish, orange-ish color. Just before the place I shot goes completely black. This gun, fucking turquoise. What? What? Why? Why is this gun thing's turquoise? Anyways, well, A12, you literally do not need an introduction to this fucking gun. Then we get to the meat and the potatoes. Well, yes, not really the meat, but the vodka and rotten potatoes. Got 2 different types of rifles. We have the Type 81, which I think is Chinese, but yeah. Pretty cool rifle. I like it all the way down to the stock. Stock isn't really my style. And then you got the Humble AK, which is bastardized to fuck. It's got the fucking hose clamp looking pick rail system on top. It's got an it's got an extended magazine. It's got a fucking bayonet mounted on it, so you could fucking shank people mean, just... Oh, yeah. You can do that too. You can crouch. And if you want to get up, jump. Yeah, so I'm thinking that the Type 81 would probably be issued to like your regular grunt, and then the more experienced guys might get the AKs. You know, the classic, actual Cold War relic that just looks so fucking cool. And, you know, is the reason why the AK guy now has a fucking 50 cal made in, or made in him, or made by him. Yeah, also, this thing literally has the classic AK reload. Like this one, that's overarm. This one's got the cool one, you know. The one that's popular. They flick out, and they rack it from under. Come on. And you got this guy. I kind of wish I could give him the Dishka. But this is literally the only Russian. Still very cool. And then AWP again. The AWP and the M700 are going to be making a lot of appearances. Along with the Glock, which is basically the standard service pistol of every single nation in this fucking thing. I just realized I was holding the fucking RPG. The M700 makes its return. Very nice, clean gun. The fucking automatic. I replaced it with, oh wait, no, this is the actual Slavic gun, which is trying to break away from the Other Republic. So I might end up swapping out some of their guns. The G36, which is also one of my favorite guns. I mean, just look at this fucking thing. It's got a cool looking carry handle, 50 rounds. It's got laser, front grip, stock, T-Rex brake, and an ACOG. Because fuck you, that's fine. Treasure console. Also, look at how much recoil control I get with this fucking thing. I'm barely even pulling down like fucking. I'm barely even dragging down. Like, I'm not even dragging. I only got 27, 28 rounds off of that. Look at that. It's beautiful. Now just look at this reload. Mag flick. Let it back in. Violent pullback. Beautiful. 12, you know. Everyone knows this fucking thing by now. And then the Uzi. Nice, simple, and compact. You just... Although I do wish you could dual wield them. That would be cool, dual wielding these things. And well, you know this fucking thing by now. Pretty much everyone has a Glock. Then I got these guys, which, yeah, take the America theme song and, oh, the Team America music. Yeah. America. Just have that, and just start fucking bass boosting it and putting it over, you know, images of American industrialization and capitalism, because that's basically just what this country is. It's hyper-capitalist America. You know, if it went even further than it already has gone. And, well, you know, got fucking Glock again, with, yellow for the, but they've got piss lasers. Chris Vector, once again, going up, pretty cool machine gun, submachine gun. I wish they made more guns that look like this. I legitimately want to see more guns that look like that. Fucking AA-12, you don't need to see this thing anymore. And then, the humble M16. Oh. Yeah, this thing also has a bayonet. So, a similar combat philosophy to the Geo Triumvirate. Sorry to scratch on the top of my head, it just feels nice. Yeah, these guys, I don't think they need an extended magazine, and also, if I did give them an extended mag, it would kind of, like, feel odd. Okay. 3 chest shots on an unarmored dude. Kill. Not count for headshot damage. It's a pretty good gun. Once again, the beautiful thing that is this the M249 shows up. Oh my god, I think I lagged the game so hard with how many fucking bullets I was shooting that I had reset the amount of damage I had done. Anyways, let's see how much damage I can stack on a single fucking thing. Don't 1,400 damage. That was so much shooting. Just Jesus. And then, well, warp. God, I fucking love the saw. Oh, the 249. Then we got Corp Sec. Which these guys are actually ran by one of my friends. Specifically for a shipping company called Griffin Shipping. He actually helped me pick out which guns he wanted. Specifically, he chose the MP5, the P90, the AA-12, the HK, and the AWM. So the fucking AWM shows up again. Same with this bastard shotgun and this fucking plastic piece of shit. Well, this plastic reliable piece of lead dumper. Still feels kind of crazy to three-shot a guy with this. Yeah, and then we got MP5, which takes 4 rounds to kill. Issue is that you're probably going to be putting more than just 4 rounds into a guy. Just I can barely control how many fucking bullets I'm putting into it anyway. Pretty much, if you want to just insta-murk someone, just hold down the trigger. That was embarrassing. Just hold down the trigger. Fucking 72 damage, straight down range. And then, you know, he doesn't love this fuck-ass fucking weirdo thing. And then, this thing, which is, it won't be used like a normal rifle, but more like a marksman rifle. Since these guys will primarily be fighting piracy, they'll probably be wanting to take down a target from a distance, so they'll probably be using things like this in their squads alongside you know, snipers to suppress their targets, while the dudes with the you know, fucking hosepipe guns, you know, rush in and apprehend them. And then we get to the stupid shit, which you may be wondering why the fuck I'm calling it stupid shit, and that's because this stuff just isn't good. Like, as in, the stuff they have is not good compared to the rest of the factions. Because these guys, they start out with something, but they gotta work their way up. They're criminals. They have to work their way up from the scrap to get the good shit. If they want to run around with Glocks instead of 1911s and having a capped fire rate, and, you know, I mean, still, you can cap 4 people with a fully loaded 7 in the mag, 1 in the chamber thing, but still, it's not optimal. Then, pretty self-explanatory. We covered this at least once already. And then, an actual good shotgun. The M870. Makes the whole room shake when you fire it. And then, well, we got the Type 81 again. And then we've also got the, you know, the AK. The classic criminal gun. But this one does have a bayonet, so we're not working with nothing here. Then you got RPK. I decided to give them the benefit of the doubt and actually give them a pretty decent loadout. Because, you know, they may be criminals, but... And then I just gave him a fucking dog shit gun. Just look at this fucking thing. Looks like you skinned an AK, made it mostly wood, and then tried to make it into a marksman rifle. You know, they're scrappers. They may be organised criminals, but they don't have the best shit. Hell, look at their gear. They don't have a helmet, they don't have trousers, they just have well, they don't have a helmet, they technically don't have trousers, they don't have boots, they have a holster, and knee guards, and a fucking chest plate, and that's it. Everyone else gets full body kit. These guys get 2 different helmet variants, 3 different, chest plate variants, shoulder pads, backpacks. These guys get one less helmet, but they get an extra backpack type. These guys get 2 separate armor things, depending on, you know, how well protected they need to be in a battle. And then these guys, we get fucking full night viz. Well, actually, 4 separate factions get full night vision with their gear, which is insane. Ugh. Need to shift around. I still need to figure out what armor I'm gonna give the Black Page though, because there's a really big issue with these guys that I'm trying to figure out. And that issue is the gear I was gonna give them, which is, let me grab it. This gear, the Mechanism exosuits. It is an insanely effective piece of gear. Let me explain. Paired with the bullshit level of firepower these guys have in their guns. I mean, look at that. 20.8 damage on a basic pistol shot. 32.4 on a UMP 45 shot. AA-12, 12 times 10 on their fucking thing. 38 damage on their standard rifle. 36 damage on their M249. 390 damage on their anti-material rifle. This thing doesn't kill tanks, it kills tank columns. This takes the fucking I can kill a building meme and makes it literal. Hell, this thing even has a built-in fucking jetpack. Also, that's how much damage it does. Look how much damage it does. That is 7,500 damage. You can't survive that. You can't. You physically can't. Now let me spawn in. Let me spawn in a villager. Look how much. Look at this. Fucking folded. Look at that, buddy. Oh my god, he's fucking dead. He's way too dead. Oh my god, I did it again. Yep. This isn't just with the 50 cal, by the way. This is with any gun. Have it again. They keep landing on their heads and decapitating themselves. Oh my god. Their necks are so fragile. This is embarrassing, villagers. Your necks are the most fragile things on planet Earth. In fact, I'm gonna turn up the uh I'm gonna test something. Oh my god! Yeah, you're not breaking apart now, are you? I mean, then again, there's no blood effects, but... So yeah, villagers are fucking... Well, any walls are gonna be whack. But here's the thing. I'm gonna take off this armor and first of all put it on this guy. Don't mind the fact that he becomes the Metal Gear, or they become Solid Snake. First of all, oh, going off of that, you expect that, you know, they take damage when you shoot them with, you know, a gun that does a quadrillion damage. No, they they don't suffer that amount of damage because they don't take damage. I don't know what on God's green earth is doing that, but something is making the exosuit immune to firepower, well, immune to fucking guns, and it's pissing me off. You can't die if you're wearing an exosuit and you use Timeless and Classic guns. You physically can't, and I don't like that, but that is just how it is. I want to fix it, but I don't know how to code, and I don't have access to the creator's, like, account. I can't contact him. I can't speak to the guy. I can't be like, hey, is it okay if you can work with the Timeless and Classics crew and get the code done so that someone in your exosuit can still take damage while they're in the exosuit? At least compared to the guns? Also, I didn't know this, but I discovered that ammo boxes, deposit ammo, pick up box in the inventory and right click on the ammo. Okay, so ammo boxes are basically a way to store ammunition. And let's say, for instance, I want to carry some ammo for my 50 AE pistol. I grab a bunch of 50 AE rounds, and let's say I grab a diamond box. It's not exactly full yet, so let's grab some more. Right, it's full. 432 rounds. Let's go into survival mode. I now have 432 rounds on me right now. Oh. The fuck? Hmm. That was not what I was thinking of doing, but okay. So, that is going to be the way that everyone carries their ammunition. In an ammo box. That is fair to me, at least. It saves up space, that means people can carry things like blocks, potions, grenades, so on and so forth. I didn't realize that they can't access it when, you know, they're in the fucking breastplate. So, yeah, I just figured that out. Oh, so just figured out. I've been learning. I've been really trying to learn a lot in this fucking stream. So, yeah. Also, I'm gonna restart those track things because those literally fucking immortal like things that never fall down. Yeah, they're meant to be moving. So if you just got here and you're confused why I'm turning these on, they were always meant to be on. Don't question why they were off. They make noise. But now they're not? Hmm. I'm watching you. Yeah, and I also figured out today that these things, you could just craft a gun. Yeah, you could just craft a gun for, like, free when you're in creative mode. You can craft as many as you want. I just crafted, like, 14 guns there. Or probably 13. So yeah, that was that. Um, Now let's figure out what we're gonna fucking do over here. Because this is kind of just a tour of what I'm doing. So yeah, this is the traffic control center. It monitors and looks after all the traffic coming in and out of the base via air and ocean. This is kind of like a reception area. So like you would talk to the people in here about like why you're here, sort of logging in and that kind of thing. Basically, these people are the record keepers. And then you've got like interest. The fucking things are gone. Okay, sorted. So we got vending machines. You got these guys. We are currently working on setting up the security systems. And then yeah, this thing, only a couple of the interiors have actually been done, and by a couple I mean like one. But this is going to be like a small little office space. And then the next floor is also going to be an office space. Fuck, it's dark over here. And then up here leads to the kind of electrical working room and the upstairs, which I think is pretty cool. There's also going to be like a little security room in here. And then this place is the main event. It's fucking empty, but this will be the primary well, traffic control center. It's got 5 layers to it. So the primary so each layer is probably going to have like a different role. So the topmost is direct traffic control. The layer below will be a sort of effectively documenting it. The next layer will be putting it in a treasury. The next layer would be sort of doing all of the administrative work for it. And then, yeah, so direct control, documenting the control, treasuring the control, ensuring the control doesn't shit the bed. Basically administration. And then those 2 floors will basically just probably be split depending on like what's needed. Which will probably be a mix of treasury and like administration. Because these guys, they directly interact. And then the guys below are sort of like, they know exactly what to do. And so the topmost floor here and the traffic control unit, they will constantly be running up and down, basically getting the most amount of cardio they will ever have in their lives, delivering messages back and forth, that kind of thing. yeah, we're gonna have helicopters over here. 4 attack helicopters, 2 transports, and then between 6 and 3 fighter jets. 3 in the minimum, 6 at the maximum, with space to do maintenance in 2 separate areas. That probably for helicopters, this probably for aircraft, possibly that could service both. We just need to figure out how to make aircraft and helicopters and actually get hopefully get Valkyrie and Skies to start working with the fucking mod pack, because currently it doesn't work with our version of Create, which is version 6.0.6, and the earliest version Valkyrie and Skies works on is 6.0.0. I just ran into the fucking ocean. So yeah. That's pretty much it. I honestly don't really know what else to talk about. Kinda just wanted to do something today. And well, this was that thing I wanted to do. I just wanted to talk about something that I've been working on. Really let you guys know what's been taking up some time outside of, school and, you know, being a fucking active member of the local community or something. I don't really fucking know. Ah, the fucking minecart sounds back. So yeah, pretty much this concept hopefully is going to go a lot further than just a concept. We've currently got, 9 people on the server, which are all able to play Minecraft. Like, as in, they all have, like, the game. A couple of them have actually been able to join the world itself. And we've got most of the factions have at least one person in it. So you've got 2 people in Griffin, Griffin Shipping, which is corporate security. We've got 1 person in Joe Triumvirate and Caucasus Republic. 2 people, including myself, in the IIMD. We got 2 people in the Syndicate. Let me check. Uh, hmm. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, so 2 people in the IAMD, 1 person in Caucasus Republic, 2 people in 2 people in Syndicate, 2 people in Griffin, and 1 person in Giola Republic or Giola Triumvirate. So we need people in the Slavic monarchy, which is definitely going to get a name change. Altus Ivor needs people in it, and possibly the Mystery Boys. Oh yeah, and Hazop. Hazop needs people. But Hazop can be made out of people from every faction. So it's kind of a collective effort, which means you can be part of any faction and still join Hazop. So Hazop is kind of just meant to be like a community building exercise. It's effectively the equivalent of, we all want to fight, so let's fight something that's worse than us and assert our dominance over it to prove that we are truly the greatest threat to the universe. And well, that's what people are gonna fucking do because they're fighting eldritch abominations. Or containing nuclear waste or something. So, yeah, that is the plan. That's the goal. In short, just, make a cool sci-fi game or make a cool sci-fi thing and just see where it goes. The story only really goes up to when they actually make landfall on the planet, and, then people will make what they make and make the world. Because, to be honest, you just gotta make the world. Like, seriously. All they need to do is just make shit. They don't even need to do anything. Which, personally, I quite enjoy that concept. Because it gives the people the ability to, make something cool out of what I want to do. I want to make a cool thing. Other people will make that cool thing their own thing in a way, and hopefully become attached. And they'll be like, hey, I like this thing, because I get to actively influence it. I want to make, and you know, that is what I think the whole point of a Minecraft server is. The point is to make a fun experience that people want to be involved in, and hopefully it doesn't fall into that goddamn 2-week cycle and actually stays alive for enough time to make content and, you know, have fun. Because the whole point of games are to have fun, and come on, it's a fucking video game. Let's have some fun. And I'm not gonna stop having fun because the whole point is that fun well, you know, you fucking know. So yeah, I'm still working on that Warhammer mod for Minecraft, but it's currently on a little bit of the back burn since I decided to move from trying to make it timeless. Well, I changed to wanting to make it a timeless and classics mod rather than a um, a Vix point blank mod. Vix is a good mod, but Tax Z just, to me, it feels like a nicer mod. Vix point blank has some really cool shit, especially things like the underbarrel attachments. Like, you can have an underbarrel shotgun, grenade launcher, or fucking laser gun. They have javelins Like they have like more missile types. Like they have like the more modern types of things. They don't have the M202 Flash. They don't have the RPG-7. I don't think they might do. They don't have that portable little grenade launcher, but they have the M32 rotary grenade launcher, and they have like 84s and stuff. I wish, like, I kind of want to combine the two now. But then the thing is, the two kind of fucking go against each other, and that's the thing that I worry about. Like, the two have very different visual languages, and the way that they show things is different. So I feel like those two would clash a bit. And like, if I was able to get it so that there was a version of X Point Blank which made the models times in classic style and made the like HUD for it times the classic style, then I would absolutely get it and make use of it. Because oh my god, if I could, oh fuck, I remember giving uh what was it? I remember giving the IIMD or the Carcal Black Page fucking the XM29, which is, if you don't know what that is, it's an experimental it was a gun made for the US Army. I think it was in the advanced weapon or advanced combat weapon system, whatever it is, ACWS program. And they were like they wanted to replace the M16. They wanted a gun that was like twice as accurate, and that eventually led to like the ACOG being made or something like that. But one of the parts of that, it was either before or after. There was another program which led to things like the G3 being made, and one of the guns that were made was the XM29, which was a 20 millimeter smart grenade launcher with a 5.56 under barrel rifle like slung underneath. And like, dude, 20 millimeter grenade launcher that is programmable with an under barrel 5.56. What the fuck do you think a grunt is gonna do with that? What do you think? They're gonna do some dumb shit. They're gonna blow up like a random fucking house in the Middle East when you invade or whatever. And like it it is basically gonna be the a worse like it the fucking war on terror would have had an even worse effect on the what was it? Like it would have had an even more devastating effect on the like the local population's like infrastructure, whatever much infrastructure they had. The whole country would have been leveled, basically. They would have used those grenades so fucking much to the point where they would have like probably quadrupled the price of well, they either would have quadrupled the price of microchips or whatever it is, or they would have tanked it because they would have forced them to go so hard into economies of scale and maximize like production levels that there will literally be so many in the market that the price would just crater to a point where they would be forced to mass produce them. First of all, just to keep up with the demand of of smart grenades for the XM29, and like the fucking nearly 2 million grunts that were fucking launching these goddamn grenade launchers, well, launching these smart grenades at like anything that a 5.56 wasn't going to solve it quick enough. Like, like, oh my god, I'm kind of glad that they didn't get it, but also I'm kind of glad that like it wasn't actually made and put into production. Like the main reason why it wasn't, to my knowledge, was well there were two reasons. Price, because fucking smart grenade launcher. Are you kidding me? Back in like what was it, the 80s, the 70s, or the 90s, something like that, between 30 and 50 years ago. which, oh my god, that I'm not even that old. Like, oh fuck, that is old. That is. It's weird to say that the 90s was 30 years ago. I'm not even from the 90s. I wasn't even born before 2000. That is just weird to think. Oh, I need to stop thinking about it. Fuck. Okay, so yeah, basically 30 to 50 years ago, this program was. It was like between 30 and 55 years ago that this program was. They the two reason why they couldn't make it was because of cost and the fucking Geneva Convention, or like some kind of like convention which outlawed the production of like explosives that were small, that were too small. Like I think it's 30 millimeter grenades, or like some. I think it was anything smaller than like 30 or 25 millimeter grenades is considered an exploding bullet and is thus considered a war crime. The only reason why the Krans didn't get a super weapon was because the Geneva Convention or something similar to it. Like, that is literally that just goes to show how insane the military industrial complex of America is. Like, I know how we've gone from talking about my dumb little like space fantasy thing to like it's gone from that to talking about the fucking XM-29 grenade launcher assault rifle, which is basically the equivalent of if you were able to program the bolt shells in a bolt gun and then slung a las gun to the bottom of the fucking. They should do that. I need to see some whack job space marine just fucking ripcord a goddamn las gun onto the bottom of his like bolter and run a trigger linkage to a second trigger on the like bolt gun thing, and he just walks into like the fucking Deathwatch thing. Like, dude, what the fuck are you carrying on you? And it's just like bolt gun with an underslung las gun in case the bolt shell is too much. It's like, why would you do that? And it's just like, I don't want to waste my bolt shells. These things are expensive, you know. Oh, yeah, I'm. Oh my god, I felt like I've gone on a rant. I've actually gone on a rant, just talking about. Oh, this is probably making at least one person who's watching this fucking laugh, while making the rest just confused. Or maybe you all understand. Maybe you're all fellow electrician fans and have all watched the same fucking video and you're wondering why I've been talking for 20 minutes about this goddamn rifle. I'm losing it. Okay, I'm gonna need to calm down. It is literally become Saturday. Like, it is midnight, pretty much. I've been streaming for 2 hours and 20 minutes. I'm gonna need a fucking go. So, uh, whoever watched this, thank you. I am, I'm, I'm deeply thankful for the fact that you even bothered to watch this fucking Minecraft stream of just me rambling. I'm glad they've decided to do that. And yeah, I don't really know what the fuck to say. Yeah, have a good night. Have a good rest of your day, wherever you live. I I wish you I wish you well. I hope Halloween goes nice. I hope you don't get fucking mugged or something. I don't know what to say. It yeah. Um my I think my Discord is in. I know my Discord is in the link. Well, my Discord is linked in my YouTube channel, which is the same name as my Twitch channel, and has the same profile picture. I think it is linked in my Twitch. Please check again because apparently I was logged out. Oh, I left Twitch for a bit. Oh shit! Someone's playing Vintage Story. That looks like Vintage Story. Yep, it is. Oh, someone's playing Oh, is that the I think someone's playing the Halo 2 um well, someone's playing Halo 2, but the fuck is going on with the screen? Uh oh. Um there are just hell blocks taking up my